So I want to talk with you today about a website that I remember from many years ago, which I consider to be one of the most mysterious yet forgotten websites that have ever existed in the ClearNet, because indeed Parasite PPNN has existed both in the deep web and in the ClearNet, and was taken down a few years ago, and except for a few mirrors that I found through Reddit and like 3 Reddit posts, I have found no memories that people have of this website, but I remember it to be so insane that it really impressed me back then when I was a teenager and I first discovered it in 2014 or 15 maybe. And yeah, it was a website that was created with a political purpose, I believe, and I think the purpose was to protest against censorship and for the right of a free unregulated internet. But the website was taken down eventually after a few tries to set it up again, and now there are only a few mirrors left that I found through the archive. Sadly, most of the website is lost, and I remember many parts of the website that I could not find through the mirrors again, and this is really sad. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this website because I feel like I am one of very few people that remember it, and I've seen so many videos on YouTube talking about the old internet and about mysterious websites, but I've never once seen this one mentioned, so I thought that I have to do it maybe if nobody else does. I did actually find a few mirrors, and I just found them on the clear web, and this is the I think this is the one of the main sites, and you could click, like, for example, on here or on here or on here or on here, and then you would have another huge site with a lot of links on it. And as you can see, it says data itself isn't good nor bad. Data just represents the surrounding reality. The more data we may access, the more accurate model we may create of the reality, thereby also define our actions in ways that are maximally beneficial to our aims. The net must not be restricted by moral, ethical, nor legal issues prevailing in different world locations. Data must flow freely. And this is like the main core belief of the site owner, who was like, he believed that there could be no crimes online, everything should be legal. And this is also why Parasite itself hosted a lot of illegal content, and it was departed by files, links, and then you would have mirrors and a guest book and some smaller things, onion addresses, and the addresses, most of the web addresses were Finnish, so the guy was from Finland, and there was a small section on the website dedicated to his life, and he said that he has been creating websites like these since the late 90s, and he started with various servers and things like that, and then he turned to political issues, and the Finnish police has been looking out for him for a few years, and they arrested him and they couldn't find anything. But I think that Parasite itself was illegal in Finland, but I'm not so sure about that. Just that he had a lot of legal issues because of his online business. I'm not sure how to say that, but you will see that where the issue is. Yeah, this is one of the sites you could click on, and then this would appear. It says Weltfriedensarbeit macht frei, so it is a play on Arbeit macht frei of the Nazis, a judicial joint resolution for an anti-authoritarian military republic empire. And yeah, this was created right after 9/11, as you can imagine, and half of the website is about internet terrorism and how he believes that the war against terror is a crime against humanity, and how he doesn't support Bush or imperialism of the United States. But it is worded in a sense that you have troubles understanding what he is really trying to say. For example, here it says, Federation of American Scientists, a nuclear weapon over Detroit or Leningrad, a tutorial on the effects of nuclear weapons, 1977. The proper worldview. In summary, the ranges of nuclear effects from a low yield explosion in a confined space of an urban environment will differ significantly from large yield effects, but in ways that are very difficult to estimate, and so on. And this is like a broken house, I'm not sure. And peace sign, the NATO, because he heavily dislikes the NATO, of course. And this is one of the newest updates from when the site was still up, about violent extremist activities on the internet and internet terrorism, and how he believes that there could be no crimes online, but the police think so. Verboten, Achtung Marinesoldaten, stoppen Sie die Porta-Töpfchen wie Masturbation-Einrichtungen, es mehrere Berichte in RC von Krankheiten, die verursacht haben. So, as a German, this is really bad German. I have no real idea what this is supposed to say, except that it's probably a bad joke. And anti-autoritaristische Schutzwall, the Batman sign, I don't know. You can't really question everything that he put on there. Warning intended for one-man designated freedom-fighting organizations, including but not limited to one man. Not intended for Iran designated terrorist organizations, including but not limited to U.S. Army, CIA. These are the bad guys. And if you would click on here, there would be another set of website, but I have found 5 or 6 mirrors. This is another disclaimer about terrorism. And democracy, theocracy are irrelevant lawyer bills of left. All authoritarian laws are null and void. Plagiarism tools for teachers, because he believes that school is a center for indoctrinations, which I think it may be in America, but I'm not so sure about Finland. I think in the general view, Finland is viewed as a very free and democratic country. This is from 2002, a joint session of the Congress on the State of the Union, January the 29th, 2002. What we have found in Afghanistan confirms that, far from ending there, our war against terror is only beginning. Tens of thousands of trained terrorists are still at large. These enemies view the entire world as a battlefield, and we must pursue them wherever they are. So as long as trained camps operate, so long as nations harbor terrorists, freedom is at risk, and America and our allies must not and will not allow it. Our military has put the terror training camps of Afghanistan out of business, yet camps still exist in at least a dozen countries. A terrorist underworld, including groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad, operates as remote jungles and deserts, hides in the centers of large cities. Terror is everywhere. America needs to act. This is, I don't really know what this is supposed to say here. Virtual training camp founded in 1995. This is probably about Parasite itself, but what this is supposed to say here, I don't know. I sell to leftists and I sell to rightists. I sell even to pacifists, but they are not the most regular customers. Yuri Orlo, Lord of War. Another comic which is very much looking like a boomer comic, I believe. A quote of the Chesterfield Man. And this is where it gets weird. Read advisory: severe risk of terrorist attacks, violent death, perversion, misery. I hope there will be an end for these unfortunate things someday, but the reality must not be censored. And this is a quote of himself. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I think I don't even want to know, because here it says, salutations to these and these and these, executed in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, by an Islamist, blasphemy against Islam, censorship, the changing or the suppression of prohibition of speech, of writing that is condemned as subversive of the common good, and some other quotes about censorship. quotes by Martin Luther King, the Criminal Code of Finland. I guess that these links would have led you to the Finnish criminal code or something, but I've never clicked on them because I do not understand Finnish. Here you could download everything. Recent additions: Iraq, jihad, virus, piracy, Nazism, nationalism, racism, revisionism, violence, bombs, destruction, phreaking. So phreaking was like hacking or creating virus servers, I believe. I haven't seen that in a long time. Lockpicking, privacy. Like, you can find all of these guides like how to lockpick on textfiles.com. I think it is more common than this site, but I can maybe show it at the end of the video. So these guys are still up in the ClearNet. Yeah, and you can see the European Union fighting big government, pyramid and framework for regulating crime, facilitating websites, suicide prohibition. Yeah, and this is what I always have been trying to say for the last few minutes. It gets so weird. I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. It is some political message about anarchism that I really do not understand, and I think I know a lot about politics, but this is not really, I'm not able to comprehend that. And here is an happy ID, and some things about terrorism, and I think this is one of the Narodnaya Volya. Actually, it was a Russian girl, but I forgot the name and I couldn't find it today. More recent additions, like you can see here, 2012, and here 2008 and 9, internet censorship, piracy, resistance, execution videos, was arrested for distributing a video on the internet which shows 2 migrants apparently being executed by a militant wing. Yeah, this is a lot. Here is internet rebel access of Dr. Evil. This is Brigitte Mohnhaupt, who was part of the RAF, the Red Army Front in Germany, and they were terrorists in the 1970s. And Brigitte Mohnhaupt did actually take part in several murders, and she tried to hijack a plane, and she was sent to prison, but she's free now today, and she is somewhere sitting in Germany and living from unemployed money. I'm not really sure why her picture was taken, because usually you take Ulrike Meinhof or Gudrun Enslin, and this is the search for them, which was distributed in the 1970s. EU considers ban on using internet to distribute bomb-making instructions. Counter-terrorism, anti-terror plans. And here are some links about resistance, the art of war. Here's von Clausewitz, which I think is really interesting because it's like the most famous book about war that exists, but it was created after the Napoleonic Wars, or the Liberation Wars as we call them in Germany, from the Napoleon troops, so it is quite a while ago. But the book has been quoted by Lenin and by Marx and several other communist thinkers, and this is why some people think it's still relevant today, and I think it was just put there to make a reference to that. And his quote that war is just another form of politics with different methods. Jihad special. Quotes from Al-Qaeda, quote from Hitler. What am I supposed to say? More Al-Qaeda things, Bin Laden. An ad by Jeff Shoney, I believe that's his name. Jihad snuff videos. You can download them here. Real Iraq, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Persian Gulf, Chechnya, Jihad snuff releases. from 2005, the best of jihad snuff beheading shooting format. Yeah. The American press threatens the US. Message from the Iraq resistances. Obsession, Radical Islam's War Against the West, 12-minute trailer, Church of Euthanasia, and war servers. And this, I don't understand Finnish. And here are some other links about their servers. And if you would click on these links for fun, most of them would actually work. When I started being on there in like 2013-14, yeah, so more things about piracy. And here, nationalism, Nazism, I don't know how to say it, revisionism and racism. The material for distributing and linking to PC was suspected of committing incitement against an ethnic group, but guess what? The state prosecutor decided not to indict me because I am an anarchist, because I distribute without intent to incite racism. Next case, will we have round 2? Bring it on. Yeah, She-Wolf of the SS. Information on a Finnish racism case. Did 6 million really die? Holocaust denialistic book by Ernst Sandel. Horst Wessel-Lied MP3, like the song of the SA, the stormtroops of the Weimar Republic for Hitler. Jugend dient dem Führer, something like youth follows the leader in English. And some other things about racism, the program of the NSDAP in German, which you can look at everywhere, a PDF of Mein Kampf, some other things about racism, and another quote of Hitler. I don't really know what the point is if you believe you are an anarchist, and like, why would you distribute this? And then it gets really bad. Like, I've already said that you have access to guides like this on text files as well, and you can look up guides like how to kill your spouse who has cheated on you on textfiles.com, which is in the ClearNet. But here you have 22 ways to kill a man with your bare hands. Where to hit, where the purpose is to kill. Acid, human terrorism, assorted ways to kill someone, and other really bad things. Ultra wanting to pick controversial zero content text, take thing X that people dislike very much and say thing X is right, and write some fabricated technical bullshit instructions in the text. Flame bait. I don't know. And here are some other things for civil war and anarchist warfare, anarchist guides to civilian warfare, sabotage, civil war techniques. These are like the things you can also read in the anarchist cookbook. Don't build bombs at home, school's better to blow up. How to make a doorbell shocker, how to make a noose, school defense, and this is like an instruction to kill your teachers. Guide to life, and this is how to fuck other people up. And those fun guides, fun at campgrounds, fun and fucking up your school, those are also on textfiles.com. I think that the texts were taken from there, and it's just to create destruction. But I can remember that one of those guides at schools does legitimately advise you to pee your pants because your teacher will be shocked. I'm not sure how this is not like, why would you even suggest this? But yeah, I think we cannot really question this here. Hacking, freaking, Columbine. This is another thing. I don't know what this is supposed to say. Like, cause and effect. Normandy 44, so the end of the Second World War. My Lai 1668, so in the Vietnam War. Columbine I hate you, Eric Harris owns every single one of you. The fireworks were set in the 421. Doom will become reality. Columbine, pipe bombs. Yeah. A file of a school shooting. And more files of school shootings. And some jokes about school shootings. Something in Finnish I can't understand. Dealing with the legal system. Do I have the right to obey the law? Do I have the duty to do crime? As another quote of this person who runs the website. The ways of disappearance, this is something that's really interesting because I feel like people are very interesting in the ways to disappear, and this has fascinated me when I was a teenager, and I think that many teenagers are fascinated by the idea of disappearing completely. So those guys were really interesting, but others not so, because I'm not really supposed to the modern speeders guide to radar and state troopers. What is it supposed to help me with? Lebensunwertes Leben is a quote of like it's a Nazi speech which was used to refer to disabled people and sick people, because the Nazis claimed that sick and ill people do cost so much money that you are supposed to kill them. I'm not sure if an individual has obligation to obey the law of any society, but I'm certain the individual has no obligation to obey the law of a society which forces existence of the individual. Some more quotes by the site owner about the right to kill oneself. Suicidal psychiatrists. So why you should be allowed to kill yourself, and here are some guides on how to help you kill yourself, but I will not really. Those are mostly about assisted suicide, and I will not talk about the other methods because you can imagine what it's supposed to say, but I don't really want to help in distributing this. Crime. This is tyranny of the majorities. I just get rich or die trying. And this is another quote of the site owner. And here are some guides on how to do criminal things like auto theft, breaking the club, highway radar jamming, checking cars, police radar, and you stealing a car and what to do with it, carding, stealing, anarchy in the supermarket, how to steal a bike, how to steal from stores, shoplifting volumes, vending machines, how to break into houses, fraud, scams. Many crimes like being a pimp, human trafficking, how to resist evasions, how to rob a bank, lockpicking, and privacy and cryptography, because you have already seen that the obsession of this guy is data isn't, I don't know, cryptocurrencies, I don't know, what is this supposed to be here again, rotting to death on a Supermax. Well, I just love it. Pedo bearer seal of approval. I think this was like a meme in 2010 or 11. I remember seeing this when I was still a child on Facebook, because I was on Facebook even though I was not supposed to be on there. Visual information criminality, more things about censorship and pornography, against age discrimination and anarchist defense of pornography, convention of cybercrime. And here it gets really, really ugly, but those are not really like what you think. These are more documentaries about what you think it is, which I assume because I have seen this documentary on YouTube. And here you can see what is about how these things take place. Computer viruses, some other really questionable things. Guide to sex with dogs, horse instructions, how to fuck the dead, necrophilia, zoophilia. I have not clicked on these because I think that zoophilia is actually not illegal in Germany where I live, but I wouldn't want to see that. Some more really questionable things that I cannot read out loud, I guess. Cannibalism, anarchism, mischief, trashing, school, internet, graphics, the art of begging, how to be a lying ninja, how to run away from home, drugs. And here you may have the explanations for how this website came to be, because this person really has a drug problem, I assume. Some media and pictures about drugs. And here would be the guest book. And here is another mirror. Light, the most ignorant, the most insane, but also dark, the most criminal, the most terrorist. In peace, prepare for war, etc. Again, why would you quote this? I have no idea. So, and here this is like the one I can remember best, because you could click on here and then here and then here and then it would lead you somewhere else. And I thought it was really fun back then, but I thought it was really interesting because I've been interested in anarchism and socialism and political crime when I was a teenager, and I'm still today, but also this website has a lot of questionable things that no one would support, and I really don't understand what the purpose of this website is, except for maybe saying fuck you to the Finnish government. It must have been so much work to put all of these links together and even to find them, because even most of these are not in the hidden wiki and they are not on text files, they are just collected, like all of these links for ripping CDs and MP3s. I don't know. McCarthy Fan Club, the political wing of the IRA, Transnational Radical Party of Finland, anarchism, gore, Iraqi war beheadings, site needs adult check ID, the plague sick pig site. Some more suicide things. Euthanasia, drugs, drug shops where you could like order drugs through the deep web. People, Finnish Nazi leader, Pizza Worm, which was like a very famous hacker, I believe. And we've seen this. It's really sad because I remember there was so much more and I cannot find the other mirrors. I have saved some parts of the website on my own computer back then, but I saved, unfortunately, the same mirror as this part of the website is, and like I said, if you would click on this for example, it would lead you somewhere else, but there must have been no other capture. I can maybe look for it. That's the newest one, 2019. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, and this is also only partially captured, like this is cut off, and if you try to click on these links that used to work, then you get redirected to some porn sites, sadly. Yeah, and these are again the contents of the website: underground, warehouse, MP3, entertainment, sex, drugs, personnel, else, script created by Matt Wright and can be found at Matt Wright's archive. And Yeah, this was like updated in 1969. I don't know. And yeah, the links don't work. And here is the guest book, and it is also in the design that is used throughout the website. Not even theirs provides a guarantee of getting off the list. The guidelines say the names of dead people will stay on the list if there is a reason to believe the deceased's identity may be used by a suspected terrorist, which the National Counterterrorism Center calls a demonstrated terrorist tactic. In fact, for the same reason, the rules permit the deceased spouses of suspected terrorists to be placed onto the list after they have died. Fuck you, scammers. And the reviews are from 2015. Respect you all, Termina at impossible.com. Fantastic work, man. I mean, glad to enter here. Nikolai from Venezuela. Found this on a random link list, but it is a keeper. Excellent work, even if I do feel the need to claw my eyes out with a fork while using it. Still, formatting is easily ignored for the quantity of delectable information stored within. So much is missing, and I do so wish the links were better camped, but I can't see why they aren't. Thank you for providing this, hoping to chat soon. Thanks for inviting us. Many people from Mongolia, I don't know why, honestly. Fuck the NSA, fuck the FBI, fuck the USA government, fuck the Navy SEALs, fuck them so hard. Heal this dying civilization's industry with the hemp plant. Let it grow freely across the planet. Let us unite together so as one species and reach the benefits of this sacred plant once again. Humans still are slaves. No idea if my life will end soon, but I hope to see during my life a free humanity. Some guy somewhere. When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come onto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and who by their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. Old Native American prophecy. First post of 2014. The site is still up. Was looking to buy counterfeit traveler checks and US bills. Message me. And yeah, what I'm supposed to say about this one from James Kendall from the USA. Wow, you're still here. Good for you. It's like a giant compilation of everything. Well, not giant, but still filled with solid informations. I've been labeled, I've been burned, I've been cited, I've been churned, I followed since the beginning, even finding myself at the end. Only in an instant I realized you must go around this once again. Don't hate me because you don't understand the way I've been. And so on. Midnight Angels 2013. This site is fucking nuts. I love it. Thank you for everything here. This is the best site ever. Actually, I think that I left a review on there back then, like 2015, but it's not there. I remember that there were much more entries, like a few every day. Wem Zeit ist wie die Ewigkeit und Ewigkeit wie Zeit, der ist von aller Angst befreit. Berlin, Mongolia. Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior? I think those are like 2002. We are going to crash another plane. 2002. And yeah, like I said, the website was has a lot of content that reminds you of the discussion that was going on after 9/11, and there was a huge part of the website dedicated to Bush, but it's not archived, sadly. And these reviews are older than me, like these from 1998. And because very renowned rabbis, humanists, and other Jewish thinkers declare that God does not exist at all, God on trial agreed with this Holy Land. I don't know. Crazy. And hold on. And these are the text files that I just talked about, which with the same design. It has been online for nearly 25 years with no ads or click-throughs. It costs $1,200 yearly to upkeep. And if you click on where are the files, you will be directed to the files. And if you, for example, hold on, there's a section that is called, here, anarchy and mischief. Here you have these crazy things that are trying to tell you should pee your pants in school to shock the teacher, because it would be so funny. But also how to hijack a school bus, how to have fun in a hotel, how to hijack a car. And here are some other ideas. I don't know. It's really interesting in some parts because it does also contain a lot of old files from the very old internet, like here from 1988. And if you click on it, most of the time it has this design. It was created by skate punk. And there are a lot of different things. And the section that says the text files of today, those are from the early 2000s, so from 1999 to 2010, I believe. It has not been updated in years. I think that I discovered this website as well when like in 2015, 16, 14, and it has not been changed a little bit. Here's another, are you a psychopath? LSD, converting a tone dialer into a red box. How to open bike locks. And you can download all of them on the computer. Fun at the Zoo by Dizzy, 1999. It's you need a lot of time to read through them. I don't think I ever did. I just read through some of them and did not have the time for that. But it's very interesting that I once visited a public mall and I actually opened up this website because it was still on in my browser and it was blocked, and I didn't think that anyone knows about the website, but it is now blocked from the browsers itself, not from the Wi-Fi's or anything. But that's it. I just wanted to show this because it is not anywhere to be found on YouTube, and I thought that I am keeping such a treasure for me, and it's probably very interesting to people who are very into the old internet. So check them out.